1, 2, 3, 4.
What's up, besties? Welcome back to another episode of IEM Besties. And today I am here with Saul.
Hey,
and
babe.
our lovely guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi guys, I'm Celeste.
You guys may have seen her on the interwebs.
Maybe, just maybe.
Influencer life, living it, loving it.
Yeah.
How do you feel going into that life?
I don't know. It's a little crazy. I love it. I feel like it's taught me a lot. It's definitely matured me for sure, but it's definitely a learning experience. I like it a lot.
When you say maturing, what do you mean exactly?
Social media is very judgmental, so you learn a lot from social media and just also that lifestyle, especially when you're around a lot of influencers and just business. It's not like getting that thrown at your face at a young age. Like, it definitely does teach you a lot about the real world. How, there's people who will take advantage of you, people who are just like, there's sweet people, there's people like, there's the good and the bad, the pretty and the ugly. But yeah,
I never thought about that, how it's like young people going into influencer life, like how it is just like business.
How it impacts them more. Actually, I didn't think about that either because, I'm a little older. But I feel like if I was doing this at 19, that'd be tough. I wouldn't make wise decisions.
That's exactly what I was telling her earlier. I was like, man, like that's so cool, because I was thinking back to when I was 19 and I was just so reckless and careless. And I think if I would have done something like this and like it would have blown up, I would have partied super hard.
Yeah, I'd be that Justin Bieber.
Yes, like I definitely see why famous people go slap the paparazzi. I definitely see why people go like famous people go nuts, because it's so much access to just fun shit.
Yeah, especially like the young actors, like Disney Channel, like people, like kids, you see the stuff they did when they're young, and then now like all those like
they're all just
crises they're going through. Like it's crazy. It's because of that.
And you do at least I did. I put them on a pedestal. I was like, oh, they're from Disney. Like they're so good. They can't mess up these opportunities, and they're all cracked out
for sure.
The scenes.
Did you know there's like a Disney prom? I was just watching an interview with Jenna Ortega from Wednesday, streaming now on Netflix. Make sure to click the link in the bio. Imagine. She did an interview with Jimmy Kimmel, and she was mentioning how when you're in Disney, they do a Disney prom for you.
She was in Disney?
Oh my god!
I guess so. I don't know where she was, what show, but maybe it's one of the newer ones.
Yeah, for sure. I don't remember.
Yeah, but
she doesn't remember. Definitely,
I don't remember her.
But she was mentioning that they have a Disney prom.
Cute. So like for all the Disney actors.
Yeah. Aww. So that's pretty cool.
I wonder if they like ask each other out.
That's what Jimmy Kimmel was implying. He was like, "Do you think they do that just to create more Disney kids?"
Oh.
And she was like, she was a little awkward out by the question, but she was like, no, she didn't.
I don't know, dude. Talk to your homies.
Yeah, did that.
That's so crazy. Yeah. I want it to be because I don't know. Did you watch Sweet Life on Deck? I don't know if that was
of course.
Okay.
Yeah, I was obsessed
What's the fuck is her name? The
Ashley Tisdale.
No, the
Tipton.
Curl. The
London.
No. The other girl, the one on the boat. She was like, she was a hillbilly.
Oh, the Jessie girl, what's her name?
Oh, Jessie.
Debbie
Ryan. Yeah, because I watched this thing where like Debbie Ryan was discovered. Like they put that on Disney Channel, and I was like, that's gonna happen to me. Like I know for a fact I'm gonna be on Disney Channel.
Yeah.
And I was always waiting for
that moment.
My opportunity. Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna get discovered at like the grocery store.
That's what happened with Angus Cloud from Euphoria.
Yeah.
He was a waiter. Or I think they saw him walking down the street.
No, he was walking down the street and they literally went up to him.
Yeah, it's fucking badass.
Imagine just having a look that somebody wants. And imagine how, like, we're just regular ass people.
Yeah.
Not getting offered. And look at our faces. Look at us right now.
Do you guys think you guys are recognizable? Like, do you feel like you guys have distinct features that people are like, oh, that's Steph. Oh, that's Celeste.
I think my voice is pretty distinguishable. I'm pretty loud.
What about you? Do you think?
I think my smile maybe.
Colgate. Hit us up. Sponsor.
Click the link in the bio. Cyber Monday. No, I'm just kidding. Your smile is very pretty.
Oh, thank you. It's the 2 years of braces.
Oh, nice. I actually just said I wanted Invisalign again because my teeth are getting shoved back.
Same.
What?
Well, my teeth are down here.
You know what I noticed? You don't smile that much.
I'm just a sad world.
Oh yeah.
There's no reason to smile.
Damn,
girl. Pretty dark.
That's a weird thing. So everyone says I smile a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
I just feel like I had never looked at your teeth. I'm looking at them right now. Sorry, I gotta look away.
Yeah, now I feel weird.
Do you guys? Oh wait. Okay, fuck it. I'm gonna just mention it. Do you guys go to the dentist often?
Probably like
Like every year.
Okay, because I just spoke to someone who's like, I haven't been in like wait, what?
Like once a year.
Oh, okay. Yeah. They're like, I haven't been to dentist in almost 3 years. And I was like, that's pretty gross. Yeah. That's pretty nasty.
Yeah, usually if I feel like just a cavity or something, or like if I see myself if I see like something in the mirror, I'm just like, okay, I think it's time to go to
a little black spot.
Yeah, I'm just I think it's time to go. Oh my tooth's like falling. I think it's time to go to the dentist.
That's fucking disgusting. Please go to the dentist. I was gonna ask you. You said you mentioned your brother was a makeup artist.
Yes.
Is he like beauty makeup or like special effects?
No, he's like a beauty makeup.
Oh, okay.
He's in that like whole like influencer life, like with the actual like the makeup influencers. Like
that,
like Louis, like
what's his ad?
Look him up. It's La Vida and Prince. I don't know if you probably seen him.
Is he in Dale Tu? Did he just join a program with Facebook?
No, I don't think so. I think so. I'm not sure.
La Vida.
No, LAVI. Dang.
You don't know your own brothers?
LAVIE.
LAVIE
DUN and then Prince.
Dude, I don't think I know how to spell.
Yeah, bro.
La Vida what? IE Prince?
No.
Oh my god.
There, she found it already.
What is it?
La Vida and Prince. Yeah, it's like French or something. La Vida. I think it means the life of. So yeah, so in French, I think it's like the life of a prince. So,
okay. And this is your brother?
Yes, that is my oldest brother.
He's amazing. Look at that shit.
That's what I mean by like,
Wow.
I grew up with that. I saw him grow to where he is now. I'm very proud of him.
Shit.
So yeah,
that's amazing. And he's your eldest brother?
Yes, he's my eldest brother.
How cool.
He's like my second dad.
You met Kris Jenner?
Yeah, he ended up going to like an event with them. I think it was for Kylie Cosmetics, but super cool. Very exciting.
Amazing. That's so cool.
Does he ever like share like tips and advice for you now that you're doing this?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, like he always tells me, well, like I feel like me and him, since we're like in that social media stuff, like we always talk about like, algorithms, like TikTok, Facebook, all that stuff, like what's trending, what's not. And then we also talk about just the life in there. Like my brother, he's like always like, just be yourself, like don't get stressed out, like don't listen to people, like, just stay positive and just work hard for what you want. Like, that's the best advice I could give you, like work hard for it. And it's true, it's about consistency, because there's times where, like you're not seeing a lot of like progress, and it's like, dang, like, it's so easy to be like, dude, like what am I doing wrong? Like I should give up. But like that's the thing about it, like you have to stay consistent. Yeah. And I feel like that's why a lot of people don't really make it in that area and in many areas in life, acting whatever it is, because people like they get insecure and they're like they start blaming themselves, and it's like, no, dude, like that's when you have to like keep going. It's all about consistency. That's the only way you'll see results.
That's so dope.
Yeah.
And how like do your parents like support like both of your guys's?
Before we continue with today's episode, we're gonna shout out our friends at Manscaped. This holiday season, I'll be giving thanks to our friends over at Manscaped. Everyone loves turkey and stuffing, but you'll be looking like dessert with the help of Manscaped Performance Package 4.0. The leaders in below-the-waist grooming have blessed you with the ultimate Thanksgiving dinner topic. Tell your in-laws about your new cutting-edge ball trimmer and gift yourself or the man in your life the ultimate men's hygiene bundle. Trim your pumpkins by going to manscaped.com and use the code BESTIES for free shipping and 20% off.
Honestly, I've used trimmers that have like literally cut me.
Oh,
and it's the most, because now when you can't take a shower, you can't do anything without that sting hurting. So
and has it happened where like you do it the morning like before the beach?
Oh hell no,
bitch, it's the worst,
the most painful. But think your holiday spread is good? It's time to give thanks to the Manscaped Performance Package 4.0, or as I like to call it, the perfect package for your package. Inside, you'll find the Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer, Crop Preserver ball deodorant, Crop Reviver toner, Performance boxer briefs, and a travel bag to hold your goodies. Think of it as a cornucopia for your balls.
Their Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology. It also gives you the ability to turn the 4000K LED spotlight on and off when needed for more precise shave. Plus, it's waterproof.
The Performance Package 4.0 also includes the Weed Whacker to chop your worst weeds up, top in your nose and ear. This nose and hair and... Okay, see, now I got confused.
You got that
yeah,
part,
just
though.
chop that off.
Yeah.
This nose and ear hair trimmer uses 9,000 RPM motor-powered 360-degree rotary dual blade system to provide proprietary skin-safe technology, which helps prevent nicks, snags, and tugs in those delicate holes. Can't forget the Manscaped's liquid formulations. The Crop Preserver Ball Deodorant and Crop Reviver Toner Spray are like the pumpkin pie and ice cream after Thanksgiving dinner. Can't live without it. Your balls will be living in turkey heaven with these formulations.
As if this wasn't enough, it's time to do the dishes with Manscaped's shower products. Lather some Manscaped Refined Body Wash on their brand new Signature Body Buffer and give yourself the lather and rinse your body deserve. Lose the loofah and exfoliate your mates. No hygiene routine is complete without Manscaped's Signature Deodorant as well. A couple swipes of this and you'll be feeling oh so crisp. Getting Manscaped is the ultimate hack to become the family favorite. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code BESTIES at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use code BESTIES. Be thankful this holiday season for the best gift of all from Manscaped. Your balls or vagina will thank you.
We now return to your regular scheduled programming. That's so dope.
Yeah.
And how do your parents support both of your guys' journeys?
At first when my brother started, it was 4 or 5 years ago maybe, and my parents were shocked. They're like, what is this? Latino parents are ¿Qué es eso? What are you doing? And then they started seeing him grow, and they're like, oh my god, what the heck? And now my mom is all up in it too.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, she goes on lives with my brother, and she's cooks it up, and everybody loves her. It's so funny.
That's cool.
That is super cool. I always tell my mom that I'm like, girl, record your cooking, because my mom's a really amazing cook. So I'm like, girl, if you were on TikTok, you'd go viral. But my mom's one of those moms that she doesn't like to share her recipes. Her recipes are very...
Yeah. She's gatekeeping, bro.
Gatekeeping the recipes.
Yeah, I just feel like recipes aren't that special anymore. You know what I mean?
You're right.
What do you mean your grandma makes this? My mom can make it better.
I think it just depends. If you have a restaurant. I mean, you guys got restaurants.
Yeah,
so
I think that's what
you don't want the
too.
competition.
That's true.
Because for me, I like going to your guys's because you guys got really good salsa, and that's literally. Well, you guys got good food too, whatever. But the salsa,
that's literally it. I only go to eat salsa, and then I order some to go.
And that's it. But yeah, salsa is very distinct. That what makes a restaurant.
Yeah.
So,
for sure. And even a lot of our recipes, the cooks, we try to replicate on to them for as long as you can, because you don't want the recipe. It's happened a few times where the recipe starts going elsewhere, but it's hard to replicate, baby girl. So that's crazy.
Yeah, that's just bomb.
That's cool though. I'm happy for you that it's you you're seeing growth in it. Do you feel like it was recent that you saw a huge spike?
Yeah, I feel last year probably. That's when I saw the that little peak, and then it keeps going up, and as I'm getting older, I'm obviously doing more things, and I'm like, this is a time to go for it, because it's if I fail, it doesn't matter, just
exactly.
keep going.
You're
young, might as well fail right now instead of later on. So
yeah. How many times I wish I started sooner, at 19. I want to go back to acting, and I'm like, fuck, I'm 24. That's kind of old. I wish I was because I think I was doing acting around your age. I was like, dang, if I would have from 19 to 24, if I would have done acting every week, I probably would have been in a movie by now.
Yeah.
But have you seen? Oh my God, what's that actress? She's in Hidden Figures. Taraj.
No, I just Hidden Figures. Is that the astronaut movie?
Taraji.
That movie's sick.
P. Henson. She was, I think, 28 when she started acting, and she's huge,
dude. It's literally never too late.
Yeah, and she had a baby.
Damn.
And everyone, and she did a really nice speech where she speaks about how everyone, literally everyone was you have a baby, what do you mean you're gonna move to LA, and what do you mean you're gonna pursue acting, whatever.
Shit.
And she's killing it. She's honestly one of the best in the game, so you should definitely do acting again
and have a baby.
For sure.
And have a baby. Really challenge yourself.
Yeah, if I really want it, I'm really sure if I want it.
And what do you want to act in
movies?
Movies?
Yeah. That's my shit.
Dude, I honestly think I would love to act, but in super small theaters.
Oh, you do Broadway?
I would love to do Broadway stuff like that.
Broadway is insane. That's a lot.
Not Broadway per se, but I think acting little shitty.
Oh,
skits?
Local shows.
Going to the Fontana City Hall.
Exactly. I would love to do that. It would be so much fun.
No offense to the actors at the Fontana City Hall.
Dude, some of them are so good.
You've been to the shows?
Because I had a lot of friends from high school who do like local shows, and I've been to some. Like I went to one in like Redlands a while ago.
Cute.
I have a friend who does them like used to do them in like Citrus. They're really cool. Even like Harupa Hills has an insanely good theater. Well, at least when I was in high school, which was like 10 years ago, but whatever. But whatever. I've been to like some after, and they were still like killing it. And I'm like, man, that looks so fun.
It is. It's pretty cool.
But it's scary.
It is scary. Do you now that you're like in the social media and you're getting a lot of attention, has the attention gotten overwhelming for you?
Not really. Kinda yes, kinda no. I mean, obviously, you know, it gets overwhelming because like dang, like you have to really watch like what you do because people are watching you. You know, now that I have a brother that's in that influencer world, so it's like they're watching him and they're watching the rest of the family. So, you know, it's definitely something for sure.
It's so crazy too. I just saw this video of this girl where she talks about how she has an issue with moms who post their kids.
Their kids,
Yeah, because like, and she started talking about how it's gonna affect the baby because you know moms don't post it. I'm pretty sure moms don't post it like ill intention, like their baby's like in the bathtub or like getting them dressed or whatever.
Oh, okay.
But that's so many like
pedos,
are like downloading it, and they're like, imagine like that child when they grow up and they start to see that all their baby pictures were like uploaded to like child porn like websites.
Oh my goodness!
Like how that
so
can
true.
how that can affect you as like someone who's going through puberty or like trying to discover yourself and be like, oh shit, like because my mom did this, like this is gonna happen to me, and that definitely made me question of like how much of myself I want to like. Even open up to on social media because you want to be genuine, but you also don't want people invading your space.
I mean, that's how celebrities are. Like, you don't see Beyonce like posting her kids, like and stuff, because I feel like they want to protect them from that life also. But like the crazy people out there,
yeah, for sure. Or even since coming up to topic 2, the whole Balenciaga thing, like that. I don't know if you saw what was happening.
No, I didn't.
So they crazy. So they put out a Christmas ad, and in the ad there's a bunch of like it's with like a bunch of kids, but they have. Do you know what BDSM is?
It's like the
sexual pain.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's like sexual pain, and there's all these like gadgets for them, and in the pictures it's little kids with like little teddy bears in like those. Yeah, like BDSM, like attire.
You're kidding.
And then like there's one where like it's like the Balenciaga bag, and in the back it's like a court case where this person was fighting with a child porn website, right? And they ended up like the child porn side ended up winning or something like that. And then there was a book of who was the author? What did he do? It was pretty much an author. Everything had like in the picture had to do with like child pornography or child like abuse. I went into this insane rabbit hole.
Oh my goodness.
Of like everything, and I saw that like the person in charge of like that whole creative aspect of it, whatever, her Instagram is like full of things where it's like kids in pain, kids in distress.
What the hell?
I guess like pedophiles identified each other with like teddy bears, and like her whole page has like so many teddy bears.
So it's a woman doing this?
Yeah, it's I mean, it's the whole brand, and like that's why the whole thing with the Kardashians reminded me, because there's a picture where they put like North in this like weird mask,
like the Catwoman thing.
Kind of, yeah, and they're like that's like all intentional, like. And even, I don't know, it just ended up going back to like even Epstein, like Marc Jacobs ended up commenting on like that girl's page of like, it was like a picture of a little girl in a bikini laying down, and Marc Jacobs is like so good. It's so crazy because I'm like, how rich do you have to be to become a pedophile? Like, why is every rich person
That's insane.
Disgusting.
And it's saying that it's just, there's like no shame in them posting it. Like they posted it and they're like, this is okay for them to post.
Yeah, because in their world, they're probably...
It's so weird.
It's so normalized, like the sexualization of children. Like,
for
it's
sure.
So normalized.
I ended up, like, I had a little picture of a little video of my niece in, like, the bathtub. And you can't see anything, but I was like, okay, I'm going to erase this. Because, like, it makes you uncomfortable. And I do really wonder that. Like, I just wonder if you get rich enough to the point where, like, nothing pleases you sexually, that you feel the need to do weird-ass shit. Yeah.
For Balenciaga, they posted this, like, last week, no?
Yeah.
And there still hasn't really been crazy backlash, which is weird. Like,
that's what I'm like, you guys are telling me about it. I'm like, what are you guys talking about? I haven't heard of this.
There's no like cancel Balenciaga hashtags or anything like
Nothing.
that. It's weird.
And even Kanye, like, I never look at Kanye's videos, and then one came up where he was like, look at the Balenciaga thing. Like, why do you think no celebrity's talking about it? And it's because everyone, like...
They all rep Balenciaga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you just... I don't know. I always assume everyone's a pervert. Like, especially famous people. I don't know.
I mean, like, look at Jeffrey. What's his name? Jeffrey Epstein.
Epstein,
yeah. Like the whole thing he was running with like girls and like he was crazy rich.
Yeah,
and then you had like political figures, like
and they still haven't released a list.
And you know what? I just found out too that the Disney cruise used to stop at Epstein's Island.
Shut up. Really?
And I'm like, what? No way.
What the fuck?
Not with the little kids.
That's crazy. It's just too many coincidences for the world to just be like, oh yeah, that's crazy.
I heard that there's like a lot of kids that go missing in Disneyland. What if they like take them, put them in a box, put them in the Disney cruise?
Probably.
Or the cruise ships. I've heard about them going missing on
the cruise ships.
I do not doubt that 1 second.
That's fucking scary.
It's so crazy because like you wonder how long the world has been like when did this organization of pedophiles were like, okay, this is how
I think
it's
forever.
Gonna be now. You think so?
Yeah, I think as long because I the same thing. Like people who have like unlimited sex, they get tired of shit and they just want to be doing weird shit.
That's why I think there shouldn't be that like there should be a quota on how rich you can be.
Yeah.
Because like after a while, like why?
I heard a millionaire said like you don't need anything more than 500 million.
Oh my god, I just saw that, but I think it was even less than that. I think it was like 120.
Maybe it was 120.
Yeah, like that. At 120, you can pretty much get whatever you want in the world.
Yeah. And the rest is just excessive.
Yeah.
Like, bro, look at Jeff Bezos. Like, he is filthy rich. What do you need that money for? If you're not donating it, like, where
he said he's going to give it to charity.
Quote unquote. It's them taxes. He was like, yeah, give it all away.
Supposedly there's even trillionaires because like the people in like the Middle East, like the gas
right.
Since they don't really since it's all like kings and queens, like princes, they don't have to like bow down to any authority. So they don't really have to not write down their numbers. So they probably have way more money than people think they do.
So true.
I was hearing that. I was like, someone was saying like, oh yeah, there's a trillionaire.
There used to be, I don't know, I'm sorry, I hate that. Like I keep mentioning that you're so young. It's just for some reason relevant
to everything. It's like a shock for her.
There used to be, I don't know if it was on Tumblr or Instagram. It was literally an Instagram of rich kids where they would post what their life was as like an insane billionaire. I can't remember. I think it was like Rich Kids of Instagram, literally like that.
I think so. I think I've heard of that.
And it was just them like living their lives on yachts and in mansions and all their shit. And I was like, dude, no way. Like there's no way people are actually living this way.
Yeah, that's wild. I wouldn't. Would you guys like if you guys are filthy rich? Would you guys give like that lifestyle to your kids, or like how if you're that? How do you raise kids being filthy rich the right way?
I don't know.
I feel like it also depends on your upbringing, because I feel like when you come from like I'm talking like the trenches, like you're down bad, and then you become rich. Like I feel like you have a different mindset. Like you're definitely more humble. Some people. But I feel like if you've just grown up in that life of like just rich, all my parents were rich, it's definitely different. You look at life very differently.
Yeah.
So I think it just really depends on your upbringing.
I think it does too, because I always say like, oh, if I was rich, like I would pay to have like 100 tutors for all the cool things I wish I could do now. Like I would love to learn a new language, but I don't have the time or the money to dedicate it to that. Or I would love to learn this specific hobby, but I don't have, you know, or even something simple. Like I would love to eat well, and I don't have the money to have someone cooking for me all the time.
You don't have like a nutritionist like the Kardashians.
Yeah, exactly.
I would love a nutritionist.
Me too.
Bro, oh my God. Especially now because of Thanksgiving. I've been trying to just like, I downloaded this app and to like track your calories.
What is it?
It wasn't even lunchtime, and I was like 300 calories away from my goal. I was like, bro, what the
That causes a lot. That causes. Wait, is it the
My Fitness Pal.
My Fitness.
That
oh
app
my God.
has so many eating disorders for women.
Really?
Yeah, because the calorie count is insane.
I haven't ate since lunchtime.
Are you serious?
Actually, no, I'm lying.
Lying.
She saw me eat
He ate a tamale right now.
She wasn't
He was
supposed to
like,
see
you
me.
want a tamale?
I was in the corner eating it.
How are you tracking your calories? Did you put you ate at the month?
Yeah, I put it at the tamale.
Oh my God.
She added like fucking 600.
You need like those like the little scales that track the macros.
Oh yeah.
There's people who do that. Yeah.
That I saw that caused so many people eating disorders.
No, yeah, I tried it for once and I was like, I'm done. I'm like, that's not healthy.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Give me some food.
Yeah. At first, when I used to be way light, I used to be like 30 pounds lighter, and I wanted to be literally at my weight right now. So I think it was easier to gain weight on that app than it is to lose weight.
Oh, okay. Because it gives you like a super
crazy calories. So I was like, okay, I can hit that. But now when you're trying to lose weight, now that's what I'm trying to do, and I'm like, fuck, this is hard as fuck. I think I'm over like 600 right now. I'm fucking
600 pounds.
No, calories. I'm probably still good. I'm gonna eat after this.
Wait, how many calories are you supposed to be eating?
1,800, I think.
That's unrealistic.
Oh my goodness.
That's so unrealistic.
It's because I probably want to lose 5 pounds a week.
5 pounds a week?
Oh my
I'm losing
God.
a pound a week. No, 2,080. That's the,
okay. Yeah,
that's
I was
the
like,
goal.
no way you're at 1,000.
No.
That's just run, dude. Just go on a jog.
Yeah, I'm start doing that, but
Yeah, just like watch the food, not watch, but like eat foods that like, you know, they're probably glowing calories, but they're filling. Like watch your protein for
Eat some
sure.
fiber.
Yeah.
hell no, bro. Fiber makes me fart so
Oh
much.
my God.
That's probably because your intestines are so disgustingly full of garbage.
Is that why?
Yeah, you're supposed to flush all of that out.
Oh damn.
I don't know, but I could also be wrong.
Yeah, let's hope you're wrong.
Yeah.
We need a nutritionist on here to like fact check us.
Your nutritionist,
Please,
hit me up.
We're poor. Help us.
Hit me up.
Do you feel like you have to watch like how you look more often now?
Yes. I feel like, I mean, I'm telling you, like I started going into this when I was probably like in high school.
Yeah.
So it definitely did affect the way that I looked at myself, and I was like, oh my God, I have to look like this.
Yeah.
And then you kind of reach a point where like, you know, like that doesn't really matter. But again, you have to be very strong minded for that, because it's so easy to be like, oh my God, like you know, like it really affects your like self image and your confidence.
Yeah,
so
for
it's
sure.
like sometimes you have to be like, dude, like it's fine.
Yeah, I
you
look
know?
amazing. Why am I crying?
Aw.
Someone said I look tired, so I was like, I booked a facial appointment.
Dude, I hate that. I hate when people are like, you don't need makeup, babe. And I'm like, okay. And then I don't wear makeup the next day. They're like,
You look tired.
are you okay?
Are you okay? Are you going through something?
Are you sad? And I'm
look
like,
depressed.
dude, this is just my regular face,
Yeah.
man. This is just how I look.
Shit's crazy. Do you feel like now, like when you go out, like you have to like make sure you're like dressed because you might get recognized or anything like that?
Yes and no, but I feel like, because me personally, I'm just kind of like, who's gonna say something? Nobody gonna say nothing. But like if people come up and like, because sometimes, you know, like I feel like the other day we went to Haven City Market and Ranch. I don't know if you guys been there.
Yeah.
It's really cool. Yeah, there's like some people who recognized and they're like, can we get a picture? And I was like, oh my God, I did not do my makeup. You know, there's moments where like, you know, you look better, and the other days where you're like, damn, like it's a bad skin day.
That's cool. You get recognized. And how do you react?
I mean, I'm just gonna like, oh my God, like I honestly, because recently we had a Friendsgiving / meet and greet, so like I honestly did not expect that many people to be like recognize me or like come up to me like, oh my God, Celeste, dude, they are the sweetest people ever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, that's so amazing, just to know that there's people who like watch you and they're like, oh my God, I love you, and like it's a different level. And the thing about it is that we don't treat them as fans, we treat them as family. Like it was such a special moment for us, and you know, if they're watching this, like they know, like it was such a vibe. I loved it so much.
That is so. You did it with your brother?
Yeah, it was my brother, it was my mom, it was like my family. You know, we had them like sit down, and like my mom made pozole, my mom made tamales.
Oh,
Man, we got down.
That's
it was
badass.
really
You're the
cool.
only girl?
Yes, I am
Oh
the
my
only girl. It's crazy,
God.
I know.
That's so cute. Do you get like along really well with your mom?
Yeah, I do actually.
Because I feel like being the only girl, I'm super close to my mom because of it. Like I feel like
How many brothers do you have?
2.
2?
Yeah.
Oh, are you the oldest? Or?
No, I'm the middle.
Oh, dang, I'm the middle child too.
Yeah. That's what I was asking.
Easy.
I was like, oh my God, I love meeting middle child sisters.
The trauma.
I know, literally. That's what I was asking.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. That's so cute.
Because you guys are middle children, when you guys have kids, if you guys have kids, would you guys want to have 3 kids or no? Because you guys know what it feels like to be a middle child.
No,
No?
I don't think so. I wouldn't. I would want, but I want like 6 kids. Oh,
God damn.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Why?
I just love like a big family. For me, you know, like there's a point in life where like I was like my whole family was close, and you know, you kind of fall off with cousins and stuff.
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
like, oh, I see families that are super close, like they have family functions, but
Yeah.
I want to have that for my kids so that they don't go through what I went. Like, oh, like cousin issues and stuff. No,
Yeah.
I want them to have a big family. We have the big family functions, you know.
That is so
Yeah.
cute. And I feel
Yeah.
like it's kind of rare right now to hear like, oh yeah, I want kids.
Yeah.
Because
In this economy,
in this world right now.
that's crazy. My Thanksgiving I had at my family's, like my cousins. I think it's been like the smallest Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh my god.
Like to date. I was like, damn. Even my other cousins. And then I felt weird because there's only 3 big cousins. It was me, my brother, and my cousin Gabby. And we're like, damn, everybody's getting into relationships. They're leaving us. Now we're just got stuck with the little cousins.
Oh.
I don't even have little cousins.
Really?
Like nobody talks to me, I guess.
Damn.
Fuck you guys. I'm close to a lot of cousins. They just don't live here.
Yeah.
They all live like around the country. So we don't like, we come together not that often. Like not enough for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And then for this Thanksgiving, my cousins came and they have a lot of kids. And I was very overwhelmed. So I for sure could not have more than 2 kids.
Too much noise.
That's too much. Like even my niece, like I love her to death, but I'm like, okay, you need to calm down right now. Because 6 kids, you'd probably have to start soon.
Oh yeah, for sure.
She's like, I'm looking, I'm ready, baby.
Maybe 3 or 4 kids then.
I think 4 kids is cool. I would have liked to have one more sibling.
Yeah, 4 is fine. That's what I grew up with.
And it's even, cool. How much older are you than your brother?
I am 5 years older.
Oh shit.
From my youngest one.
Damn.
So like parents... we clash a little. But yeah, my parents got on it.
Were you guys accidents?
No. Well, my little brother, I don't know. But me, for sure not.
I think every first child is an accident.
I was an accident. Oh, my brother was an accident. My little brother was for sure an accident.
So there are 2 accidents in your family?
No, there's 3. All 3 of us.
All 3 of them were accidents?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
The fuck?
My mom was 19 when she had my older brother, and she was 21 when she had me. And she said that when she found out she was pregnant with me, that she just started like hysterically crying because it was so hard already with one child. Yeah. And I was a terrible child, like the worst.
Traviesa.
Yes, so bad. And then my little brother, actually, I think my little brother might have been the only one that wasn't, because my dad wanted more kids.
Oh my God.
Do you guys believe that however you are with your parents now is how your kids are gonna be when you're a parent?
I had never heard that.
My mom would always tell me that. And then I have like an example because she would say that one of my uncles growing up, he was like super travieso and like he would always like he was crazy. And then now my cousin, he's the exact same way.
Oh, like you're your parents' castigo?
Yeah.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I think that's why I don't want kids, because I'm like, ooh, like I know what I was doing. I cannot like live a life knowing that my child may or may not do all this stuff too.
Doing what?
I don't know. I think I did stuff that I should have known. I shouldn't be like, no, you know what it is? I see my younger cousins and I'm like, you're 15. And then I think back to what I was doing when I was 15 and I'm like, you're a literal child, like a baby.
I'm telling you, like what I was telling you about my brother, he was like, dude, like I was 19 and I was over here like popping pills at raves and stuff.
Oh, you're
like,
right.
You're not doing anything. And I was like, dude, that's insane.
You're not doing anything with your life.
You're not living your best life.
I think it's different for everyone because like my husband never did that, like party and stuff like that. And he doesn't care.
Yeah.
Like he's totally fine with it.
Yeah.
I think if I wouldn't have gotten super fucked up my whole 20s, I would have lived a miserable life.
Yeah.
I like that I was reckless. I think it.
Yeah. I was just thinking about that. Like when everyone was here, I was like, damn, we had like a lot of fun memories and they're like very dangerous. And it was.
And you made it.
And we made it. And like the house parties were like random people and getting drunk. It was fun.
That's what I'm saying. Like my friends would pick me up in like random dudes' cars, and I would just be like, "Okay, this sounds
safe.
I get a ride. I guess.
Good to me."
It's crazy because now my cousins are that age, and they're telling me these stories. I'm like, bro, like, I don't know if I should tell their parents or if I should like high five them. I don't know where to go.
Sick as fuck.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know. I do have that dilemma where I'm like, I want to be a mature adult, but I also want everybody to get fucked up and have a good time.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like my little brother's in Qatar right now.
Yeah, it's better.
Really? Yeah, he's at the World Cup, and today
God.
He's with my older brother, and my older brother posted them like drinking, and my mom was like blowing up their phone, and I was like, "Mom, like leave him alone," and she's like, "She's only 17.
What are you gonna do?
He's in literally. I'm like, he's over there. He can do whatever the fuck he wants right now, but. He's a good kid. He deserves it.
That's funny.
He's watching this. You deserve it, buddy.
Oh, yeah. What's that thing you're mentioning about sleeping around?
Oh, okay. So I saw this video that said that, like, as a woman, I forgot what it's called. But pretty much, like, sleeping with a lot of men isn't feminist. That it's just something that's also beneficial to men. But I disagree. What do you think? Because I guess, like, it devalues women.
Sleeping around devalues women?
Yeah, not that it devalues women, but pretty much like you sleeping around is different than me sleeping around.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? As a man.
You want my solid answer or my Andrew Tate answer?
No, your real answer. It could be the same thing.
What I think, it doesn't matter to me. But I know there are guys who are very like, her body count can't be more than 5 type shit. But for me, honestly, I don't give a fuck. Like,
but like socially, do you think it matters?
I don't think so. Honestly, like how you were saying, like for them, for men, it's like, oh, like, you know, it's devaluing women. But why can't we have that same mindset about like, you know, like I could sleep around. Like, why does it have to devalue me? Like, why does it have to go to like, oh, like it's beneficial to them? I think it's all about mindset. Like, you could easily switch it up. That's what they're doing. They're, like, switching it up.
Because it was a woman who was saying this. Like, she was saying that it's not feminist. What's the word for
empowering?
Empowering?
No. The word for sleeping around.
Hoeing around?
Hookup, like.
Yeah, I guess like hookup culture.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like hookup culture is not. Because at the end of the day, like the men are still getting the pleasure, but I'm like, what? You don't have pleasure?
Yeah, they get the pleasure too.
Like,
right?
yeah, sure.
Right?
So.
I hope.
Yeah, because I can see it both ways for sure, but I don't think it devalues you as a woman.
I don't think so.
I just think some people like to have sex, and the fuck does that have to do with me?
Does it devalue after like a certain number? Like, for example, if you find out a guy you're talking to's body count super high, what do you guys think?
I don't think I would even ask.
Yeah, it's none of my business.
What if you find out?
How?
Yeah.
Maybe he gets drunk and he tells you.
What the fuck?
What if his body count?
Then he's a bum ass for telling me.
What if his body count? What if you find out your man's body count is 120? Does that devalue him?
Yeah, slut.
Freaking whore.
Oh my god. I really don't think so on either count. Just because I'm like, okay, how is it your fault that you haven't found anyone in your 20s? You're just supposed to be abstinent your entire 20s because you haven't had a real connection with someone. Like, that doesn't make sex any less pleasurable.
Yeah.
Honestly, for me, and this should just be universal law. Like, once you get tested, that should just reset your body count.
So true.
Every year, actually. You know that?
Well, not every year, but like every time you get tested, because like that means you're good. Like, you can go with someone else and you don't have to worry about anything. Because usually when it comes to body count, it's because you're worrying, like, what's your body count? If you hear a high number, you're like, oh, this person's probably dirty.
Yeah.
That's
but
what it is.
If you get tested, then all of that history just gets erased.
But it's also like not as common to get tested.
Exactly.
Like, people don't really get tested for STDs, especially men.
Yeah. I recently got tested, and I was talking to the lady.
We have some news, guys.
I was talking to the lady, and I was like, "Yeah, I heard that." Because actually, I heard it from, I think, your guys' show, where you guys are saying that STDs in California is like on a rise. Or I don't know if that's what I heard on Besties, but I heard it somewhere. And
I don't think it was us.
Oh, but I was like, interesting. I was like, let me go get tested. And I asked the lady, I was like, hey, is this true? And she's like, yes and no, but it's because more people are starting to get tested now.
Oh.
So I was like, oh, okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but it's crazy. A lot of people probably got an STD.
I mean, I feel like more people are getting tested though, because there's more awareness about it.
Yeah,
you know, there's like more like, because there's some people who like, they praise that, or like, but they don't like practice it. Like, practice what you preach, you know?
Yeah. Would you get offended if like you were like about to be in the act with someone and they were like, oh, like, have you gotten tested recently?
Oh no, I would not.
Because I think that's why most people don't. Like, they're embarrassed.
I think women get more offended because then they'll be like, why, you think I'm a slut?
Oh, yeah.
Like, if a girl asks me, I'm like, yeah, I'll get tested. But if I ask a girl, she'd be like, the fuck? Would you think I'd be sleeping around?
But you know what? I also think that men lie a lot.
Oh, for sure.
About it.
Yeah, men lie.
Which is fucked
Actually,
up.
I lie.
I think
I'm not kidding.
I didn't just get tested.
Last time was like, no, I'm kidding.
Yeah, like I think that's more fucked up than getting offended. Because getting offended is just like, oh, whatever, buzzkill. But like lying.
That's worse.
Like, I had a cousin who worked at a clinic, and she told me that the amount of times that, because you can ask them to call for you, like call all your sexual partners and just be like, hey, like, a person you've been with has been in contact with whatever.
Oh my god.
She said the amount of times she called like women's like boyfriends or like girlfriends or like partners, like marriage partners, letting them know like, hey, you know, your partner has whatever.
That's wild. You would think, because I mean, like, let's say like you're saying, like, the husband tells the doctor to call his wife, like, hey, I think you should probably get tested, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Shouldn't the husband just say, because she's going to find out, like, well, who else am I sleeping with? My fucking husband.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
they're just too embarrassed.
Cowards.
Yeah.
Literally.
It's just crazy.
They don't have the balls for it.
Yeah. Go get tested. Reset your number.
Yes. It starts over. It gives you, literally, they give you a pin that says you're a virgin again. I have one.
Honestly, they should really market it like that. That's a great. Hey, yo, Planned Parenthood, hit us up for some sponsors.
Yes, I got you.
More people would go. They'd be like, I'm about to reset my body count. About to get tested.
But there's people that just really put value on that. They're like, oh, what do you mean you fucked 10 guys? Like, what do you think is a high number?
For a
woman? For a woman, sexist?
Be brutally honest.
Yeah. Give your real answer.
4.
You're lying.
No, I'm kidding. I think
ain't no way.
I would say I'm gonna say 40.
Okay.
I think 40. It's less than 50. 40 is cool. 30 is past. Because if you think about it.
But how old are they?
That's the thing. Age has a huge thing to do with this. Because if you think about it, 30.
She's all 40.
40 in a year. No, yeah, because, I would say 30, like at my age, like if I meet a girl that's 24, she's got 30 body counts, whatever. It's like, how long you've been fucking? Like, when was your first body until now?
Yeah.
That year span.
The lifespan.
Gotcha.
Span. That has a lot to do with it. If her body count is fucking 20 in a year, that's too crazy.
That's sexist.
No, it's
that's
not.
Everything we're just talking about.
Yeah.
You're gonna tell me she didn't
20
go out
in a year?
You don't go out. You've gone out more than 20 times this year. I'm almost positive. And you're gonna tell me you didn't hook up almost every time?
No.
He's a child of the Lord.
Such a liar. Such a liar.
I feel offended.
You feel offended?
I have
I'm like boosting your ego right now. I'm like, for sure you got some every night.
Yeah.
No,
And he's like,
thank
0.
You. Thank you for thinking that about me.
I
Thinking
don't.
that
I think
can
it's
pull.
because you're a slut. I wasn't complimenting you. I was lying.
I'm not a slut. No, I think 20 in a year? That's a lot. That's not even me. I don't even do 20 in a year.
Dude, there's like literally 365 days in a year.
Yeah, but
if you're single, you're going to tell me you're not supposed to have sex like less than 20
okay,
times?
but going back to like she's got to get tested because then it resets.
Yeah. Right.
I'm not sleeping with someone who's got
20 before the reset.
Yeah. I'm not sleeping with someone who's 20 bodies without getting tested.
Okay, that makes sense. There you
That's
go.
what I mean.
That makes sense. Okay. I like that reset thing. I feel like it's fair.
It's fair.
Not with men though. Men are pigs. Dude, men are pigs. My mom actually got followed in LA today.
Shut up, really?
She was shopping for a children's birthday party, and this guy was like following her, and he followed her into the store. And my sister-in-law, I guess, oh wow, I hope my brother doesn't see this. My sister-in-law was like, oh, like, do you work here? And then he was like, no, do you need something? And my mom's so funny. She was like, you're following us, huh? And he was like, what? No. And she like got to work and she was like, hey, if somebody's following us, like, what do we do? And the guy just like dipped because my mom's kind of, and I'm like, Mom, what if he attacked you? Like, what are you doing? But he didn't, he left.
I love how like upfront she was about it. I would be so shy. I'd be like,
no, dude, my mom was one of those moms where she'd be like, chingada madre, me tienes, diles que les dije, diles que estoy diciendo. And I'm like, Mom, I don't want to say
that.
At the
grocery store when you're in line and they're like, hey, eso no era lo que costaba. Diles.
Oh my God, it's so embarrassing because you don't want to fight and you don't have that same anger to like translate the emotion of it. Look at mom.
That's where my anxiety rooted from as a child.
Your mom causes it?
My confrontational issues, like I'm not a confrontational person because of that. I'm like, Mom,
really?
like, bro, like, yeah, like she's like, no, I cannot.
You look super sweet, honestly.
Yeah,
I can't
do that to people.
Do you feel like you meet people and you're like, I can never imagine you getting in a fight?
No, not really. Unless I'm like, they do something that really gets me mad, then like, yeah.
So do you have like a lot of patience?
Half and half, kind of. Más o menos. It depends. Like with my brothers, like my little brother, the patience is barely there. But like with other people, I feel like, yes, I'm very patient.
No, but like if someone wanted to start problems with you, like would you like
you
fight?
Swinging?
Yeah.
I'd definitely get verbal. And then if I'm a crier. Like,
oh no! She's like, please stop.
I get so upset that I'm like, I start crying and I hate it because it makes me look like a little bitch.
Yeah.
But like, if it comes down to it, like
you're all crying and swinging.
Like, you made me do this,
bitch. That's funny. I know. I cry too, and I don't know how people don't.
Yeah, right.
Like, how do you just have an argument and don't cry?
Yeah,
like it's crazy.
Do you cry often?
No.
Really? When's the last time you cried?
Actually, I just saw a TikTok. It was a guy asking it was a TikTok of a guy asking a bunch of dudes when it was the last time you cried. Oh. And it was like this exact same answer I had. And most of them, mostly all of them said when my dog died.
Wow.
Yeah, guys, we don't cry. I think we get like one cry a year.
That sucks.
Yeah, I get one cry a week.
No, literally, I cried so hard today.
Yeah.
Like today. I just cry all the time.
how?
I don't know. And I'm like in the mirror and I'm like, stop crying. And I literally like, it'll make me stop crying, but I'll still cry.
For me, I guess this is like just fucking childhood trauma. Just whenever like when I was little, I remember I used to be very emotional. I would like want to cry a lot, but my dad didn't let me cry.
Aww.
Yeah, and now I'm fucking heartless. I'm a heartless Capricorn.
So those toxic cycles that you get from like.
I think that's what it is too, because my mom was always like, no me contestes. Dime algo. And I'm like, te contesto o no te digo, like, what do you mean?
Make up your mind.
Yeah, so then I would get frustrated and like, I think I just wasn't allowed to say anything, so I would just cry. Or I was just crying all the time anyways, but like, I do for sure, I can't speak honestly about what I need to say because I will start crying. And I cry like, like I can't even breathe or let my emotions out.
Yeah, and they say that, you know, like when you cry when you're upset or like, you know, like they say that does root from your childhood. Like that there's a trauma there that like, you know, probably, I forgot what it was. I feel like it was something about like, you feel like you can't like really like express your emotions because they were suppressed as a child. Like you were taught to suppress them. So when that happens and your emotions are coming up, like, you get emotional because you don't want to talk about it or stuff like that.
But it also makes me confused because I remember myself as a kid and like I said, I was a piece of shit and I would cry all the time.
Oh my God.
So I think maybe I'm just like a crier by nature.
How would you guys feel if your boyfriend, husband would cry every week?
I would not like that. I would honestly be like, please stop crying.
Why? Why can't he cry?
It's so... Okay, but why is he crying?
Maybe he had a tough day at work.
Oh, I guess that's okay. I hate when guys cry to women, like about women stuff.
Oh, okay.
No, I just looked at Saul and his face was like, I just had to laugh. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with the crying.
No. There's nothing wrong with men expressing themselves. I just think like when you're crying about like relationship stuff, like it irritates me.
Because I don't think like me and other guys, I know it's gonna be like a 2v1 right now, but I'm down to throw it down.
Ready.
But we as men, the council of men, we say if you cry in front of your girl is gonna devalue you. Like you're not gonna seem as it seems like you won't be able to protect her as much, and now she's gonna take that role because she has to be comforting you all the time. And as a man, you have to be the one that like holds it down and makes sure everything's okay. You know, like put up that facade. Like if something's going bad, like let's say you're like you're going through a bad situation.
Yeah.
Like and the guy who's supposed to protect you, your man, you see him breaking down. How would that make you feel? Like, oh shit, now I got to step up. And
I think that's different. I don't like when guys cry in a sense when they're like, oh, like you didn't answer my phone call and like, please don't break up with me. I'm gonna cry. Like that irritates me because I'm like, dude, like obviously something led us here. Why the fuck are you crying?
Yeah.
But I think in situations like that where like it's overwhelming and if your like husband or boyfriend cries, that you're a bitch if you feel like it devalues you. Because I know, that's what I'm saying. Like I know I get overwhelmed. I can't understand how men just don't cry all the time because life is so overwhelming.
It's like a pain right here in the chest.
Yeah, and then you guys are just dickheads about it.
You're just like, ugh.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand how you want to cry and you just don't allow yourself.
It's crazy. But I mean, it also goes back to like just that social, like, you know, like norm that like, oh, men don't cry.
Yeah.
And like, it's okay to cry. Like, men's mental health, you know, like men's suicide rates are like way higher than women's.
Crazy.
Because of like the fact that they suppress their emotions.
Come on, ladies, let's step it up.
Yeah.
We can't let the men win again.
Everything's a competition.
I like when guys cry in movies. I think it's so sweet because I'm like the fact that you're able to like be empathetic towards a fictional character. That's super sweet. I like when men cry. I just don't like when they cry for dumb fucking things.
I get you.
Like if you're crying because your girlfriend didn't answer your call and you're stressed out, like come on, dude.
You're calling her like 10 times on blocks.
Yeah, like bro, that's so embarrassing. That makes me think of you less as a man.
Yeah, for sure. I always grew up with like the saying or like this mindset. It's like never let your enemy see you bleed. I don't know if that goes along with like never let someone see you cry.
Kind of, because it's just pretty much like don't show your weakness.
Yeah, exactly. So that's where I've always been. And it's crazy because like I used to work for this dude who like was hard on that mindset, and you would never, and like any weakness, if he was sick, you go MIA. You'll never. I've never seen that man sick. I worked for him for like 2 years. Never saw him sick.
I hate that.
Is this on that fucking alpha male type shit?
Yeah, you know what's also weird in alpha male? Men don't really sleep.
Really?
Like a lot of my friends that are like have that mindset where they're like, oh, I'm such a macho man, whatever.
My God.
They'll sleep like 3-4 hours and they're like, nah, I'm good. And I'm like, dude, no, take a nap. Like,
Look
please
at
go
those
to
eye bags.
go
bro.
to bed.
Go to bed.
You're getting a little angry at nothing. Let's just take a nap.
I love naps.
But I think men just don't like take care of their bodies as much as women do. I think women cry because they're able to kind of like, and it's, I guess it, like you said, it goes back to that social thing, but I also do think it's just because women care more about their body and like their emotions or whatever, they're able to express themselves more easily than men. Like men are like, no, I have to be strong and tough. Like not that there's anything wrong with it, but I notice like bodybuilders, like they don't stretch because yoga's gay or like yoga's for girls or this position is like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, bro, what you mean you can't touch your toes? Like, what you mean? No.
No, it's like when guys, like, they're like, oh, like, you get your eyebrows done, like, you get manicures, like, that's gay, or, like, that's not, like, manly. Like, dude, what? Like, it's just taking care of yourself.
Yeah,
like, you're just keeping yourself up.
Like you know what I've been seeing a lot, too? Men do their makeup, and I think it's so cute.
Yeah.
I hate like how they're like, oh well, women put on makeup, bitch. Like if you're ugly, you're ugly. Like
news anchors do that, you know. Men news anchors, they wear makeup. I saw a TikTok about it, and I was like, what the heck? Why did that not click in my head that they wear makeup too?
Because socially, men aren't supposed to wear makeup, and I think that's stupid. Like, and I've been seeing guys that literally the basic, like some concealer, a little bit of blush, and that's it. It's not like they're like.
But then the women will be like, "You wearing makeup all out and shit."
What's the issue?
Oh I don't want the homies to know I got concealer on. That's the issue.
Baby girl, you want to be an actor.
Actually, I've done acting gigs where I had to wear makeup.
You always have to wear makeup.
How did it feel though? Like on your skin? Like what was that?
Did you feel beautiful?
I felt gorgeous, actually. I felt like a princess.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's so many things that men are like, oh, that's gay. Like, dude, just wear it and then it'll stop being whatever stigma you think it is.
I remember one Halloween when I was younger, I really wanted to be Green Day for Halloween because I want to do eyeliner. It's the only way I can get away with it.
They were you?
Hell yeah.
That's cool.
It was sick. I was like,
do you, because you have really nice skin. Do you let your brother like do your makeup at all?
Yes, he does it very rarely, every blue moon. But yeah,
he charges you, huh?
He charges, yeah. Like I'm not as good as makeup as he's doing. Like he does it really good. But me, I'm like, I can't do eyeliner. That's hard. So when I see guys doing eyeliner, I'm like, dang, bro, I give you props. Like,
I'm pretty good at doing eyeliner.
Yeah.
I'm not bad. I think I'm.
How long does it take you to like put on eyeliner?
Honestly, I can do it in like 2 minutes.
Really?
Yeah. Like I never fuck up my lines.
I'm like, fuck, I gotta get a makeup wipe.
Yeah. I honestly perfected it because of I would get irritated. Like my skin would get irritated of how much I would clean with the Kleenex that I was getting so frustrated. And I was like, I need to get this down. So now I'm like a pro. But I can only do it on myself. I can't do it. I think that's why I like, because I'm very into makeup. But also people are like, oh my God, you should do it or whatever. But I'm like, dude, it's so hard to do this on somebody else. Like I can do this on myself, but there's no way I can do it on
because other people have different likings. Because I remember before my brother started doing makeup, like as for his job, he was a makeup artist at like the mall, like at like in the Mac store and stuff.
Oh yeah.
So he was like, yeah, sometimes I'd get like gigs for quinceañeras, and this girl would not like the way I would overline her lips or like her eyebrows. So like, you know, it's like different to do someone else's makeup.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what they like. Maybe they don't like the like thick eyebrow look.
And
maybe
people are picky and mean. I hated it. When I was in beauty school, the amount of time people were like, what the fuck did you just do to my hair? And I'd be like, I tried my best, I swear.
We're learning here, so we're in school.
I could have sworn I went off.
That was what I would say, because I'm like, bro, you're coming here for the discount, so expect a discount treatment. Like, I can't do hair yet. I'm literally learning. It was so embarrassing. I would get so embarrassed.
Would you guys ever go, have you ever seen like those posts where it's like girls or guys are learning to be dentists and they post like, hey, I'm doing free dental care for my school, come pull up. Would you guys ever pull up to those?
Yeah, I love free shit.
For your teeth though?
Yeah.
Oh heck no.
I mean, I'm sure they're just checking you.
I don't know, because I had an Uber actually. It's so crazy that you bring this up. I was talking to the Uber. He was like, yeah, I had like a student that was in dental school and he could not pass his exam. And it was like the 3rd time he was doing it. And it was his final exam and they like literally like fix a cavity or something. He was like, so I had a cavity to get fixed. So I was like, sure, it's going to be free. His tooth got messed up. And I was like, so he was like, yeah, so never volunteer for that.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So scary. I'm like, after hearing that story, like I'd be like,
but how else are you supposed to learn?
I don't know, bro. In this day and technology, like,
don't they got, right? Don't they got like mannequins? I got a skull and like just fucking.
It's not the same.
How?
It's not the same as live. That's like if like doctors, how are they supposed to learn if they're? I mean, You know what I mean? Like they have to practice on real humans.
Yeah, like when like nurses have to learn how to like inject you with like the IVs and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
They do it on real people. And
They're
like,
really bad. Honestly, the
Hell yeah.
majority of nurses are really, really bad at like getting your I was getting a colonoscopy once and 3 nurses weren't able to do it and the head nurse came and she still wasn't able to do it and they had to put it on my hand and it hurts more on your hand.
Oh my god.
And look at how visible my veins are. It's like this on my right here too.
Yeah,
like
mine's too. It's the same. Like it just pops out.
yeah, exactly. Like bitch, what do you mean you can't find it?
How do they miss? Like,
give me that shit right now.
I've done heroin.
We're all devaluing their work. I'm like, you're so stupid. It's right there.
And we're back.
And we're back. Oh my god. You know what I hate? Washing my hands with rings.
The rings?
Because it's all wet.
They take forever
it's
to
gross.
dry. Mine's is all like, it's not even the same color anymore.
Oh, on the other side.
It's like rose gold. This side is like silver.
What would you guys do if you looked at my like ring, like my ring finger, and it was all green?
All green?
Yeah, but it was like my wedding ring.
I'd be like,
Did you say anything? Be honest.
I'd be like, sis, where'd you get your ring? I really like it.
Yeah, I look for rings. Where'd you get it?
That would be so embarrassing. Like those people that go up to people with their chains and they're like, "Is it real?" Oh my god.
I think now, like honestly, nowadays, I don't think fake chains even matter anymore. Like the fake diamonds, because especially out here in LA, you see motherfuckers getting like robbed, shot for their chains.
And they're not even.
And like I've seen even Danielle Bergoli, the Catch Me Outside girl.
Mm-hmm.
She says she wears fake diamonds.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, why am I good? Like she's like, obviously she has the money for real ones, but why is she gonna wear that?
Like, like put herself in danger.
Yeah,
like
knowing
that?
it's easy. Just anyone with a gun can come up and take it.
I also think it's like the era of dupes, and like it's okay to wear like not off-brand stuff, because I think for a while it was the opposite. Like it was like, what do you like? Whoa, what you wearing there? Like, you know what I mean? Like Skechers gets sued every year because they steal Nikes and Adidas and all their styles of shoes, and I'd be buying those shits. Yeah, because they have the memory foam, and I get the Nike and Adidas swag with it. You know what I mean?
Those are sick.
Yeah.
Converse too. I love Converse.
Cheers.
And I saw you guys rocking the Converse.
Yeah, you're bros in the Nikes right now.
Yeah, I didn't know it was the Converse party.
Sorry, girl. Those are really cute.
Thank you. I like the white ones that they have, but they didn't have in my size. It's like all white.
I think I have those, but in green.
Really? Like the light green or like the...
No, it's like a forest green.
Oh,
those are comfy though. Like I can't take these.
They add so much height to it though. Like you see the bottom?
I can't take these to Disneyland, but I can take those to Disneyland.
Yeah.
These don't have comfort like those.
How do you guys feel about guys wearing platforms?
Oh.
All for it.
Yeah. We're all trying to be inclusive. We're like, I love it. Like what kind of platforms?
Yeah.
Gives you like 6 inches.
6? No way.
No.
Well, I don't know how much does normal platforms. What's like? How about those? Those are cool.
These are probably like 2. How tall are you?
5'10".
5'10". I walked in and I was almost your height, so I was probably like 5'7" with these probably.
So like about 3 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, 3 inches is a great number.
I mean, this is like super small.
Yeah.
I think 2 inches is good.
Definitely.
Yeah. These are for sure like bigger than like those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely 6 inches is way too much. At 2-3 inches.
No. Best. Okay, let's talk about that because I used to think that 8 inches was like a normal sized penis.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I was like, what do you mean your penis isn't 8 inches? Like tiny. I didn't know that was like.
I would hear like in middle school, all the kids always talking about, oh, my dick's so big, and you'll hear like kids like, yeah, I'm 7 inches, and like I believe it. I was like,
oh my god,
second guessing himself.
I grew up so insecure.
No, really?
Yeah, because I mean, every kid like they all fucking lie about their dick size, so everyone's like adding like 2-3 inches to their shit, and then me in my head, I'm like, damn, am I the small one?
They're adding 3 inches and multiplying it by 2.
Yeah.
Like.
So it's funny shit that goes on in the boys' locker room. Everyone just saying, yeah, my dick is this big.
But I just think as a girl, like not knowing, it's the same thing like men not knowing enough about women, but like women not like 8 inches is big.
Huge.
That's a huge penis.
Bro,
like that's gonna hurt.
Want me to take it out? I think it's over there.
A what?
A ruler.
Yes. Bring it.
It depends, like the girthness too.
Girth too? Yeah. Like, bro, I don't want no white ass dick. That hurts. Bring it. This is gonna be fun.
Damn.
I was always like, yeah, I'm gonna have an 8-inch dick. I was a guy. I'd have
and
a big old penis.
And I was like, this hurts. I don't like this.
Hey yo,
Oh, yeah.
relax.
PG.
Let me see.
I'm just gonna do like this, and you guys try to guess the number.
Okay.
What's this?
8 or 9.
That's 7.
It's 8.
8.
Okay. That's 8?
Yeah.
Okay, do 5. That's 5 inches?
No. Actually,
5.
just put it up a few centimeters up.
What's 6? What's the average? That's average, no?
This is average.
What's that?
6.
6.
I thought 4 was average.
Well, I think it's 5.5. It depends on location.
What?
Did you know the closer you are to the equator, the bigger your dick is?
Sorry, buddy.
You learn something new every day.
I'm from Canada.
Why is that? What's the science behind that?
Gravitational pull or some shit. I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
Gravity's just yanking on your dick.
No. There's a study though. Like I saw there's a list, and I think the people, like the guys with the biggest dicks, are probably like, I think it was from Slovakia, like those areas out there. And I'm like,
way.
We'll take a visit to Slovakia.
That is
but I bet they don't have the best personalities.
No, they don't.
I bet they're horrible. I bet they have mean hearts.
I bet they don't need platforms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me see. Why is your penis bigger closer to the equator?
And I think Asia, like those Asian countries, were like the ones at the bottom of the list.
Yeah. Shout out to the Central Americans. No, y'all packing.
Dude, when I went to Brazil, on God, the most beautiful people like are from Brazil, I think. Genuinely. They're so beautiful.
Yeah.
Neymar. He's
Neymar.
Brazilian.
Poor Neymar. World Cup news real quick.
You saw him?
They got injured again.
Oh my God. They're trying to take him down, but
yeah. Last World Cup, they almost broke his back.
oh my God.
This World Cup, first game, took his ankles out. Crazy.
You saw the whole thing with Messi too?
Oh, let's talk about that. Okay,
Messi, Canelo? Oh,
Okay.
That's what I wanted to talk about. Yeah.
Is Canelo in a manic episode?
He's overreacting for sure.
Yeah.
Because I saw the vid and everyone making a deal out of it, all the news outlets making a deal out of it, overreacting. It's just stupid as fuck. One thing, okay, yeah, it shouldn't be on the floor. The jersey shouldn't be on the floor. But he did not. Canelo said he was wiping the floor with it.
It was a fake picture. And he replied to it. And he put, hijo de puta madre. Like, it was a literal fake picture that it was supposedly taken from, like, Messi's Instagram.
That he was wiping the floor?
Yeah, it was, like, with a stick but it, like, dude, it's obvious it's a fake picture. Like, it's obvious.
And he was like, next time I see you, I'm going to come for you. I'm going to beat your ass.
Hey, but I heard this. I don't know if it's true. I heard that Argentinians are calling us Mexichangos.
Oh, I saw that.
So I'm like, maybe Messi should just get his ass beat for all of Argentina.
There's racism everywhere, to be honest.
There is, but okay, this is why, because, you know, I don't give a fuck about soccer like that. Only for Mexico, like, whatever. But this is how I decided who I was going for the World Cup. Portugal, Avi, because, you know, Ronaldo. But I picked Ronaldo over Messi because why the fuck the Argentinians let all the Nazis in?
Yeah. So that's actually, did you know, actually, there's another crazy thing about this. You know, there's really no black people in Argentina. And you want to know why? Because I forgot what year it is, but one of the presidents, they're going into war, and they sent a random draft, but the random draft was mostly the black people.
Oh my God.
And they knew they were going to lose that war. So it was like a fake, it was basically another Holocaust.
To wipe them out.
Yeah, they knew they were going to lose the war. And the random draft was sending mostly
black people. The time, I think, because you know how supposedly Hitler went to Argentina, that's where he was. At the time, I guess the president was like a Nazi sympathizer. And there's like a whole city in Argentina that's they only speak German. They have only German food. Like they have very like German architecture. So that's how I picked who I was going for in the World Cup.
And a lot of places in Argentina have like bunkers with like old like Nazi memorabilia. It's crazy.
That's insane.
Fuck. That is so crazy. Because I don't even think they're like that in Germany anymore.
No, Germany, they're super
anti about it.
Yeah, they're anti. They feel extremely bad.
That's what I was talking about because I started watching Yellowstone. Have you guys seen that show?
Yeah, I saw a scene of it. The girl where she broke the bottle on the other girl.
Yes, I love that scene. But pretty much like the first episodes is about like I had just started, but I saw that scene on TikTok. But it's about like the whole Native Americans and all that thing. And my I was talking about it with Alex, and he was like, "Do you feel like the Native Americans, like, you should tell them like kind of how what people tell Black people, like, oh well, just get over it, like just get over the genocide and get over slavery." And I'm like, I think it's completely different, mostly because you know how Native Americans get more help from the government and whatever, but I think it's different because like Black people were enslaved, but Native Americans, like, they completely almost wiped out an entire race.
Yeah,
like that's in. I feel like the gravity of what we did. Well, not we, but like Americans did to the Native Americans is so minimized because I don't know why, but it blows my, like, I really thought about it and I was like, oh my God, no way. Like they literally almost obliterated an entire race. Yeah.
Like Native Americans are the people of the land. And then there's another saying that, like, you know, like African Americans, they built this land, you know, they built it, and then they were like suppressed from rights and stuff, and you know, it's terrible, you know.
Like both are fair, and I don't think either of them should be forgotten. But I was gonna go back to the whole Germany thing, that how in Germany, like, the Holocaust is mandatory to be learned, and here it's like, oh, maybe we should take slavery off the roster, like maybe we should just not teach that. Like, so I honestly think America's gonna get worse.
America's history, like the stuff they teach in history, is just so like just
there's so many holes in the story,
and they just like skip over the bad parts. Like, oh yeah, we did this bad thing, but
look at this good thing we did.
Look at this good thing.
But also remember Manifest Destiny. Like, oh bitch, what do you mean? Like when I learned about
it was God that told us.
When I learned about Manifest Destiny, 100%, I was like, oh, that makes total sense.
Yeah,
like
now you're like, what?
I'm like, what do you mean I was following in this fucking angel?
Yeah. You know what's crazy? I learned. I don't know if this is completely true, but I'm pretty sure it's. But the Mohawk came from like the genocide of like the Indians, because
the Mohawk hairdo,
because like the Europeans would like scalp the Indians, so like as a try me type thing, Indians would just like make a Mohawk, because I guess they wanted, because you know how Indians had like long hair, so it was like if Indians, like if you cut an Indian's hair, it's very like that's their person.
Yeah.
So a lot of the Europeans, they knew that the hair was so valuable to them that they will scalp them. And then so Indians started as like a revolt. They started like just doing like a Mohawk as like come try me type shit.
What?
So that's the background of the Mohawk.
Everything has like history behind it, for sure.
That's insane.
So I believe it. It sounds believable. Like, it makes sense.
And everything comes from just like bad history.
I know. Racist history. Well, because that's the only thing that makes an impact.
Yeah.
Like nothing good ever really makes an impact. What's the last thing that you were like, this is really good, and it, like, you know what I mean? Like try to think of something in history that was like super good and it really just changed the world.
That happened and it changed like things for the better?
Yeah.
Like something bad that
something
happened?
Good that happened.
Oh.
I can't think
I was like, bad, I have a list. But
Let me think.
I was thinking like the light bulb, when they created light, but Thomas Edison didn't even create the light bulb.
Yeah.
It was created by like one of his scientists.
Did you know? He just took credit for it.
Yeah. Did you know Thomas Edison is actually Mexican?
What?
Really? His middle name is Alva. Thomas Alva Edison.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. Yeah.
You're lying.
I'm serious.
You're lying.
Mexicans for the W.
Yeah,
hey, he's a thief, remember?
No, yeah, he was also a slave master.
Oh. I take it back.
I forgot if it's his grandpa. He was born in Mexico. Thomas Alva Edison.
But he's
got Mexican roots.
Okay.
Right?
He's like Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah, he's like
Marilyn Monroe's Latina?
You didn't know this?
I made a whole video about it. Her mom was Mexican,
I
right?
watched it.
Her grandparents lived in a border town.
No way. Yeah. So then I guess Ana de Armas playing her wasn't like wasn't bad, you know what I mean? That's cool.
That's honestly one of my biggest videos watched.
Yeah, I saw the video. That's what I'm saying. Like, but it's true. Like, she did suppress her like Mexican roots,
but it was because of her management was like, she was trying to be the girl, like the white girl of like the
American
girl, you know,
doll
the American doll girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
This is nothing about Thomas Edison being Mexican, by the way.
I'll make a video about it. I'll search it up tomorrow. But look, let me put you on some Marilyn Monroe game.
Damn, I'm sorry I didn't watch your video.
No, it was cool. I was like, oh my goodness.
Play this shit. Where is it at? I just got on Facebook and it's just so fucking hard to use. Ain't no way, bro. In the year 1890, Marilyn Monroe's grandparents, they moved to Mexico because of financial hardships. They moved to Piedras Negras. Her mother was also born in Mexico, which officially makes her Mexican American. She was actually never ashamed of her Mexican roots, but because Hollywood casted her as the American, all-American girl, she had to like suppress it just to keep that image alive and her career going. But at the height of her career, she started a production company. She realized she doesn't need any of that, and she started embracing her Mexican roots. She started going to Mexico a lot. She was even photographed by paparazzi, eating tacos, getting serenaded by mariachi, visiting the Mayan pyramids.
You just posted?
So a lot of her furniture at her house was Mexican-based furniture. One of her last photos was her walking down the beach with the Mexican sweater on. You think she had the Virgen de Guadalupe?
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, wow.
I'm tripping. Oh my God, I'm sorry.
I would have thought Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah, there's hate. I mean, that comment for sure has hate. The video has hate.
From white people?
Yeah. Well, no, from Mexicans. No, we don't claim her. And it's just like...
What? Okay, but they claim Selena Quintanilla?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just... And then, you know what's actually crazy about this video? I got reached out by the producers of Blonde. Yeah, from that Netflix special.
Shut up.
Yeah, they said they saw the video and they really liked it.
Oh my God.
And I was like, oh shit. And I plugged myself, like, hey, if you guys ever need some actors? I deadass plugged myself.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, but yeah, they reached out to me and they said they really liked the video.
That's
and I was like, sick. And I honestly, I knew it was like, I didn't know they were going to reach out to me, but when I made that video, I knew like a Marilyn, I knew that Marilyn Monroe special was coming out that week.
Oh,
so I was like, let me do some. I was talking to my cousin. He told me about Marilyn Monroe a long time ago. And I just connected two and two together. I was like, this is going to go viral, especially because there's a lot of traction behind Marilyn Monroe. And it worked. And then the producers hit me up.
So. Well, that movie had a lot of controversy to begin with.
Yeah.
Because they supposedly didn't do her justice. Or they're pretty much like glamorizing her life when she was like very, very much a victim.
I didn't see it, to be honest. But producers... Thank you.
So there you go. Literally what happened to me, I'm like, yeah, I didn't see your video. And you're like, yeah, I didn't see the movie. I wonder how many other people are Latinos.
There's more. Did you know Schoolboy Q's Honduran?
Shut up.
Yeah. His dad's Honduran. He doesn't really claim it though because he hates his dad. But his dad's Honduran.
That's crazy. Because like sometimes I think they don't claim it because they know it's not. I think now it's easier to claim Latinos than back then. Like before, it was like, no. Like I'm all American, baby. And now it's cool to be diverse.
Yeah. I think the movies back then, it was like the all American girl, the all American quarterback, the all American wrestler. Yeah.
I love those movies.
Those were like the best ones.
Yeah, like I kind of like them. Obviously, I don't like that I didn't get represented. But I also think, honestly, I don't feel like I have personally been represented that much.
What do you mean?
Like, I think there's still a very strong stereotype of Mexicans that are portrayed in movies. And I just feel like me personally, my experience as a Latina, I haven't really seen it on TV.
Yeah.
Like, especially with like the sexism with like even just in my own family, or like the drama that comes with having such a huge family or stuff like that. Like I feel like
it's usually like what is that show? The one with Sofia Vergara comes out in it. She's like portrayed as this loud Latina, aggressive and stuff.
Modern Family.
Yeah. So like it's like, dude, like okay, but like that's not how we are, you know.
Yeah, like I mean, I am loud, but nobody calls me mija. Nobody like I'm not like, oh, abuelita. Like I talk to my grandma like, well, when she was alive, I would talk to her in Spanish. You know what I mean? Or even just like I said, like the sexism between like a dad and their son, or even how you were talking about how like your dad was like, oh no, you can't cry. Like I feel like those real kind of stories haven't really been portrayed yet.
But that's why we need people like that in the industry.
Europe.
I think so, that. Yeah, you're right. I think that too. I think first the stereotypes need to be brought to light and then modified.
It's all about awareness.
You know what I like about the World Cup though? The stereotypes are like extreme by 10. So like you'll see like Like it'll be by their own culture, so I guess it's cool. Like you'll see like the Mexican fan, just like straight Mexican with like big ass sombrero.
Yeah,
I saw like one of the Japan fans. It was like straight samurai guy with huge like mustache.
That's cool.
I was like, I fuck with that.
But that's different because you're embracing your own.
Your own. Yeah.
You know, like it's not someone else doing it, and that is the thing. Like you go to the World Cup and you got to be and everybody knows. And I love that. I love that the Mexicans are the ones that are like. I genuinely feel like they only invite Mexico because they're the ones that bring the most hype.
You know, my dad told me that he's like, Mexico will always go to the World Cup
100%
because they bring in the most money.
Like it does not benefit them to not have Mexico at the World Cup.
The fans are so loyal. Like they're so. It's just,
dude, it's the best. It's the coolest thing, and I love seeing it. And I love seeing Mexicans on. Like I love Mexicans that are all Mexicaned out, and they're not even at a Mexico game. Yeah. They're like at a completely opposite game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mexicans at Qatar is the best thing to happen. Have you seen those videos? And like there'll be like some guy. There'll be like there's a video of like the Qatar police on horses, and then they're just going through the block, and then there's like some Mexican dudes. You know those inflatable horses?
Oh my god!
They're like following them.
I love that video.
You can't take Mexicans anywhere.
That's how they are.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
We have the best people. I genuinely think so. Obviously, everybody has like best and worst, but I think just like ambiente wise, Mexicans are undefeated.
Yeah. And even like construction workers are like the funniest motherfuckers. Like I've heard from every person, like if you go and do construction, you're gonna laugh your ass off. Like there's so many funny people, and I think it's like we want to get deep in it. I think it's just like hardships that just create funny people.
Oh, I also think that construction workers is like for men, their time to hang out with girls. Like that's like their boy time.
No, boy time.
Yeah. Like you guys are you're building shit and having a fun time, and you're just laughing it up.
Shout out to the construction workers.
Yes.
The Bob the Builders.
Alex actually was kind of a no sabo kid, and then he started working construction, and that's when he started kind of understanding like the Mexican slang, I guess. Because you know how jokes like they don't make sense if you're not one. Sabo. Yeah, if you're a no sabo.
You saw that trend on TikTok where they're like, I can't date outside of my culture, and then they start.
I was like, I'm Mexican, but what the fuck are you saying right now?
No, they're so true. Or I like some of them were doing it like opposite. Like, oh, I'm white, but my husband's Latino, so now, and then they'll do.
Yeah.
They translate it weird.
Yeah.
Love that. I love Mexicans.
Mexicans are the Mexicans.
The Mexicans.
Mexicanos.
I like to when they're like, Messi, Mexico. But they're getting like all the other people to. Fuck you, Messi.
You know what happened to me today? I found out my that I didn't. So I was summoned into jury.
Oh my god! I saw that.
That was like last month, and I was like,
officer.
Yeah, I was telling my brother because he was telling me he was going to do some jury shit, and I was like, oh shit! I remember I got a letter a long time ago. Then I went to go look for it, and it was like November 7th, and I was like, damn. And then I searched it up. I was like, yeah, it's 5 days in jail.
Oh my god!
$1,000, $1,500 fine or both.
So what do you have to do?
I don't know. I'm not snitching myself out.
He's waiting. You
can just say you didn't get
knock on the door.
Well, not anymore because you publicly are announcing.
Myself.
Yeah.
No, I rescheduled my shit. So you got.
I've never been summoned to jury duty.
You probably have. You should probably check the portal.
That's crazy. No, but like sometimes like I know my brother-in-law, he barely got summoned on my birthday. He was like, oh like shit. I have to go jury. But he's been summoned before, and I'm like, oh, but like you never go. He was like, oh, sometimes they like just drop the case on that day.
Yeah,
excuse you.
Or you can just say you're like racist.
Yeah. Be like, oh, I saw about this case in the news. Don't put me in. Like,
no, like you can literally be like, oh, like is anyone here like biased? You can be like, oh, me.
I'm very biased.
Yeah, they give you on the letter. It tells you like any exceptions, and then you just be like, yep.
That's me.
I'm racist.
Racist. Fuck Mexicans.
Fuck Mexicans.
My brother was telling me too. He was like, yeah, I had a friend who was like jury summoned, and like they specifically told him, if you're in school, like just please walk out, you know. And she didn't listen to that, and it like she went up to speak on the seat, and then she was like, oh yeah, I'm in school, and they're like, dude, like what are you doing here? Like we literally just said if you're in school, you need to get the fuck out. And she was like, oh, I didn't pay attention.
I wish I was jury for like the crazy cases.
That's what I was just gonna say. I want to be a jury.
OJ Simpson.
Yeah, some OJ Simpson, some Jeffrey Dahmer type shit.
Oh hell no. Okay, maybe not Jeffrey Dahmer. Something
that'd be like traumatizing.
Something a little less than that. Something cool. Something having to do with a celebrity.
Yeah, on the news. That'd be fun.
Would you like be down to like if they called you for like a school shooting case?
Oh fuck no.
I don't know if you guys saw like it's insane. That is hard. Like imagine having to hear like the victims, the families, having to see the person who literally murdered like many people.
I really don't think I would ever be able to be a good juror because I
You're an empath or whatever.
Yeah, like if I would feel bad. Like this is controversial, I guess, but like I feel bad when I see people get like told that they're gonna be in jail for a long time, like for their whole lives, even though I know they did something fucking awful. I feel bad. I'm like, damn, that fucking sucks.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, it definitely sucks forever. Like that sucks.
Yeah. But some people are like, so who gives a fuck? Like, look what they did, and I'm just like, fuck, I know, but like that's how I feel about old people. Like I'm like, oh my god, you're so cute. I'm like, but wonder if you were a bad person.
How about like
then I feel bad.
Have you seen like those like when they arrest like Nazis when they find them like now at this age and they're like 90?
Yeah.
And they arrest them. You feel bad?
I do.
I don't.
I'm sorry.
Get him.
But no, like I understand the gravity of it. I'm like, dude, like this person can't even function. But like they deserve it. I know they deserve it. I don't know what it is.
It's just the old person as they look.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel bad.
Well, I was just watching something recently. What was it? Oh, I was watching. You guys seen Nope? The movie Nope?
I've heard of it. Like I saw a few like scenes of it, but I just didn't watch it.
There's a scene where it's a fucking crazy ass scene. So it's about this monkey and they're in a sitcom, and the monkey goes bananas.
No pun intended.
The monkey during like this sitcom goes crazy.
Yeah.
And it starts killing the cast members. And like it's like a family. So kills the mom, kills the dad.
Wait, is it real? Like it's a real scene in the movie?
Oh, it's a real scene in the movie.
Yeah.
So and then now you see the little girl, maybe she's like 11 or 12, and the monkey's just fucking crazy, and then like eating her. You can't see that part, but you just see like, because it's happening behind a couch, so you just see like her feet just twitching, and then you see the monkey's body like going like this,
going crazy.
Oh my god!
And then there's like a little kid, like the main star, because it's the monkey's best friend is like this little kid, and the little kid is hiding behind like under a table, like watching it all scared. And then so like the monkey's just like looking for any more survivors, and he's got like a bloody ass face. His hands are filled with blood, and then
I'm very confused on what this movie is.
It's crazy. It's the craziest fucking movie. And then so he just killed his whole fucking family. He killed the directors, producers, everything. And then like he's looking around and he sees the little kid like hiding under the table, and he's like going towards the kid. And in that movie, the best friend thing is that they always fist bump. They created the first fist bump, the first exploding fist bump.
Yeah.
And then so after the monkey just fucked up everyone, he saw his best friend, and like he went up for the fist bump to fist bump his best friend.
Yeah.
And then cops come and they shoot the monkey. And I felt so fucking bad for the monkey.
That's what I'm saying.
Even though he killed the whole family, even he fucking
He didn't get his last fist bump.
He didn't get the last fucking fist bump. All he wanted was the fist. Oh, man, that made me so sad, bro. Even though he had like so much blood in his face.
And he just murdered the little kid's family.
He had blood dripping from his fist, and he just wanted the last fist bump. And then right when they're about to fist bump, like they're this close. And then douche. Crazy.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's because I watched too many shows. Probably. Like, have you ever seen the Vampire Diaries?
Yes. Oh my god, I cried. I stopped watching after like the last few. After Stefan died, I was like, I can't take this anymore.
Yeah, that was
I'm not emotionally stable enough for this.
But okay, you know how like Klaus murders like 100 million people, and like Damon murders, and I'm just like, yeah, but they deserve redemption. Like, it's okay.
I'll change him.
Yes. I'm like, he said he's doing better. He hasn't turned off his humanity yet. He
has a daughter now. Like, please.
That's exactly how I feel. Except for rapists.
Oh, yeah. Sure. They can all burn it.
Yeah. Like, I feel like murders are like, okay.
What was it? The Jeffrey Dahmer, I forget the Jeffrey Dahmer part, you know, when they killed him? And then there's also like another dude in there that they killed. He was like,
Jeffrey Dahmer got killed. I didn't watch it. I couldn't watch it.
Yeah, he got killed in jail.
Oh no way!
I think he had been like 3 years in jail, and they just murdered him.
Just beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, one of the inmates like beat the fuck out of him.
Love that for him. See that's what I'm like. Okay, whatever. But I don't know, something about old people.
But you know what's crazy about that series though? Like when you see him, when he dies, you kind of feel bad.
That's what I'm saying. Like you I think it's more of the realization like that this is also a person.
Yeah.
And it happened in real life. Like this is real stuff.
And then like you see the dad, because the dad is super heartbroken. Like he knows
he didn't know his son was like that.
Yeah, he knew he blamed it on himself because he was hanging out with him a lot, and then they would like dissect like
roadkill. They would get roadkill, and then they would like dissect it, and like you know. But again, it's like when he was growing up, I think like something happened to him as a child, and he wasn't the same after that. And he found interest in roadkill and like dissecting in that. So that's why the dad encouraged it.
Yeah.
But like
he was like, "Oh, my son's getting better." Oh,
so
no
like,
way.
that happened, and he was like, "Fuck."
So the whole time you feel bad for. I think it's more because you feel bad for the dad, and then so when Jeffrey dies, like you feel the dad like fucking heartbroken. And you're just like, damn. And it's weird because there's a part where he repents to Jesus and he got baptized. And that's a whole nother discussion. Is like, is he forgiven?
Oh my God.
Is he forgiven?
Yeah.
It's just murdering all those gay men.
And eating them.
Eating them.
And fucking them dead.
Yeah.
Oh my, and taking pictures and all that stuff.
And making them watch. No, I'm sorry.
That's a question for God.
You're making me watch The Exorcism before I die, bro. That's the worst way to die.
Oh shit.
That's the worst thing about Catholics. Like, what you mean you're about to die and now you're like, psych. I was just kidding. I feel bad about everything. Do you think it's real? Do you think people repent like honestly?
I think when you get close to death, real fear comes in. And now you're like, oh shit. Cause I've heard that like once like when you're close to like death, you start seeing ghosts and stuff like that, and it really starts to settle in like, oh shit, like this is death is coming. And at the, like living out, you're like, whatever, death. But when it comes to the actual moment, like, oh shit, like this is over. I feel like it comes from a real feeling of people repenting. But then it's just like, damn.
But then is it like okay?
It's like a scapegoat, right?
Yeah. Like, is it okay to feel bad? Like, is it fair to everyone else who was just good their whole life?
No.
Like, imagine like you're like the murderer, like the families of Jeffrey, like that Jeffrey Dahmer murdered, and they die and they go to heaven.
I feel like Jeffrey could forgive maybe, but not forget.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like, if he forgave in the Catholic Church, like, go to heaven. So imagine like the family members of the people he murdered, they die too, and now they're in heaven. They're like, Jeffrey, what are you doing here?
Are you doing?
Yeah, exactly. Like, that seems fucked to me. I don't think that can be real. Like,
I can't imagine that. Yeah, me either. Like
I can't imagine going to heaven and being like, oh, Hitler decided to ask for forgiveness in the end, and here we are all having lunch.
Actually, no, I think Hitler's straight up I think he's not like a demon or some shit. Because I've seen like ghost adventure type, like just ghost like audio recordings and stuff, and then you hear like different like they'll be like, oh, I'm like the audio recording will be like, oh, I'm this like naming a bunch of evil people in the world, and they're like, oh, I'm Hitler.
Oh, like his name is just already has too much evil attached to it. That makes sense. Like, you know who I feel bad for?
Who?
The people in Guantanamo Bay.
Oh, the fucked up prison.
Yeah.
They'd be waterboarding them.
Yes,
that's insane.
Like,
that's terrible.
That's
Waterboarding,
sad.
bro.
But I mean, you gotta think about the shit that got them there.
But you don't know. Like, we don't know. We genuinely don't know that they're taking real prisoners, like real dangerous prisoners. They could be fucking random people for all we know.
Dude, yes. Look, I'm sorry to cut you off, bro, but there's this movie and it's also a book. It's called Just Mercy. It was about this lawyer who he represented African American men who were up on death row.
Yeah.
And many of them were in there for crimes they did not commit, and they literally would kill them.
Yes.
And he was fighting hard for them. That's what made me want to go into like law. Like, I want to go into
interesting. So like, what is it that you want to do? Like, what's your goal with your?
At first, I wanted to become a detective, but now I really, really want to go into either law, like become a lawyer, or go into like politics, like city work, like
right. You told me that.
Yeah, for sure, to help people out, because like, dude, like there's just so much that needs to change, and there's like, you know, like it's our generation that's gonna change it all. But like, we need people to go in and represent.
Yeah, I love that because you're young, and I think you can make an impact.
Yeah, like, don't you see that? He represents a district in Florida. His name is I forgot his name, but it's Maxwell, and he's 25 years old, and he's already in Congress, and it's like, dude, we love that because that's what we need. We need more people of our age to represent, to bring a change, you know? Because like, dude, like, I feel so bad because I think about immigrants. I think about my parents as immigrants. Like, you know, they didn't have the benefits that we have as like American-born kids here. Yeah. Like healthcare and stuff. And it's like, I want to be able to go in and help these people and like make a change so people don't have to struggle with that. Because like, who's going to change it besides us?
And I think it takes a certain amount of people. Like how you're speaking about it so passionately. I think there's other people that are young like you that feel that way, but I think like you voicing that kind of aids and and allowing people to feel like, okay, maybe this is important. Maybe I should pay attention.
Yeah, because sometimes I feel like kids downplay. They're like, oh, that's fucking lame. Dude, no, it's not, because it's literally going to impact you in like 3 years from now.
This is your life.
Prices are going up. Dude, it's the people that are in Congress. Like, it's it's all about politics. It all goes down to politics.
Yeah, because like even here in Fontana, like we had the election and I like we still have the same fucking mayor. Mm-hmm. She's still there. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think she's going to be...
Where's the change?
Removed. Yeah, like it's like you said, like nobody really practices what they preach. Like it's so easy to like sit and whine and complain and whatever. But like if nobody's really doing the work to change it, it's hard. I think you should do local.
Local for sure.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah. Imagine me, Rancho.
Love that.
They'd go insane. They're like, a Latina? I'm like,
yes.
Gotta represent, bro.
Yeah. That's so badass. That is.
The most recent elections, more young people showed up than ever.
That's
cool.
It's very true.
It's showing good. It's showing a good projection for the future.
Do you guys think that like this upcoming year, since Trump's gonna run, do you guys think it's gonna like cause the same chaos that it did like the last years?
I feel like it's gonna be a bigger fight now because you have kids like me who like, and like people who are also like, they're barely turning 18. You have like 4 years of generations of people who are now being able to vote.
Right.
People who are aware of like, they don't want Trump in office. They're going to go out and vote. I hope so. But it also comes down to like making sure that you're advocating me like, hey, like you have to go out and vote.
Yeah. And you know what it is too? They purposely make the ballots so confusing. Like, I'm like, what the fuck am I reading? Like, this makes no sense to me.
Like, you feel like if you fuck up, you're going to jail.
No, literally. Don't circle this way, circle that way. And I'm like, oh, shit.
Or, like, they deprive the access of voting poll areas in, like, certain, like, suburb area. Or, like, like, if you go to LA and, like, you go, like, to, like, the little hood areas and stuff, they don't really have that many voting polls. Like, out here in Rancho Cucamonga, every freaking turn, there's a voting poll. Like, but they do that on purpose because those areas represent, like, minority groups. And they don't want minority groups to speak up and make a change about things. Like,
or even just the information, like even just for local, like I know whenever like it's the local like voting or elections or whatever, I'm always like, how do I find information about these people that are local? Like, you're not famous. How am I supposed to get?
There should be a website with just like everyone who's running and then information about them, non-biased information.
Yeah.
Right.
Because like you can say like, oh yeah, this, if you see someone running and if you want more information, yeah, you can go to their website.
Freaking LinkedIn. And I'm like,
but you see, like, it's just the bias shit of what they want to push. You don't hear everything.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think there is a website. I remember my high school teacher telling me a website long ass time ago, but I do not remember that website, where it's like a website where you see all the candidates and the pros and cons in an unbiased way. But like, where the fuck, like, it's not even a popular website.
I feel like I've been on this website.
Cool.
Because that sounds familiar.
I've never heard of it. Usually I sometimes do my research or I watch the news or they sometimes give you, because I vote through mail, and they give you a pamphlet of all the candidates and like their stuff, and it's so biased sometimes. I'm like,
that's what I mean. Like they word it in a way where I'm literally like, okay, should I vote for this person? Like I don't know anything that they're doing.
The fact that you have to dive in deeper and people get lazy about it. It's true. Like sometimes I'm like, oh my God, but it's for a good cause.
Yeah. But it's hard. It's hard to get off your ass and be like, okay, well, this does matter.
Sometimes I think that like the smaller elections are way more important than the presidential election.
They're 100% more important because they're more impactful on you.
Yeah, and the presidential election president doesn't really do anything. He's kind of just like a figurehead who signs the papers from like
the bills that Congress makes, people who are representing your area.
Exactly,
It's true.
It should definitely change that perspective of this is more and more important than the elections. Because I feel like people are like, oh yeah, I vote, but they only vote the presidential election. It doesn't really do much, to be honest.
We should have had this conversation a few weeks ago when the elections were.
We'll just recycle this video
for the in 2 years from now. I'm scared. I'm scared because I hated the division that was.
I really think Trump is gonna win though, because just how this past year, how Joe Biden's year just been fucking up, and just because he's so old
and everything, it's just a bad. Like he's taken so much, like the pandemic and then the war with Russia and Ukraine. Like,
but also
choose that,
he's
but
fucking nuts. Let's be honest, he's not all there. Like he's fucking insane.
Yeah.
But I also don't like when they're like, oh, he's fucking old, because he's literally Trump's age.
Yeah.
Just because Trump doesn't have dementia, barely.
Shit, I didn't know they're the same age.
Yeah, I think they're like around this. They're not that much.
Trump was old, dude. Like he may look young, but
Trump is
he's
76.
Old.
What the fuck? How old is Biden?
Biden's 80. Like, that's only really like 4 years. That's really not that much.
But there should be a cap. Like,
that's what I said. Like, there should be a time where, like, I think it should end at like 65.
Yeah, because these dudes were like around when there's racism, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And they're still like not stuck in racism, but probably other weird political views. Mm-hmm. So it should be like, I mean, you're the leader of the upcoming nation, not the leader of the old nation.
Yeah. But would you say, like, because I heard this before and I was like, dang, that's so true. Like, what about voting? Like, do you think there should be a cutoff for like certain age voting? Because, like, you know, like how you said, there's 60, like old like times. There's people who are literally like 60, 70 still voting and they're freaking racist.
Well, it's like that's how I feel about driving too. Yeah. I'm like, old people shouldn't drive. Like, sure, you should not put our like lives in fucking danger because you know what I mean? And I understand it because I know a lot of old people, and that feeling of like of losing that autonomy over yourself because you're old, you can't do the same things that you used to and you want to. Like, I do think old people matter. I just think with world issues and like national issues, I think it should stick to the people it's really gonna affect.
I think like they should just not just retire from work, but retire from
100%.
Just like don't even stress anymore, bro.
Like, bro, don't even fucking worry about it. You're gonna be around. That's when I started to feel bad. I'm like, no, old people are dying.
We're all gonna die one day.
That's true.
We just never know when.
That's so true. Old people are dying, but so are we.
Yeah. A lot of young. It's so sad when young people die. I think it's more sad when young people die than someone who's old because someone who's old 100%. Lives their life, but when it's young, no.
100%. I actually just recently joined a grief group on Facebook. When you mentioned Facebook, I was like, I don't know how to use it either, but I'm trying to be on a grief group on there. And I'm like, this is fucking hard. And people just talk about their dead ass parents.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's but it reminded me of that because some people mention like, oh, like my brother died too. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, I know your parent died, but like it's so much more heartbreaking that your sibling died. Because I don't know, you never know the impact people are gonna have on the world. Exactly. So you're like, man, you didn't even have the chance.
Yeah. It's so sad.
Anyways, old people shouldn't vote. Fuck y'all. We definitely shouldn't have an 80-year-old president going nuts. Yeah. But that's just the way the world is. They're just, like you said, they're just puppets.
Yeah, just literally puppets. It's just
We're
crazy.
all puppets.
Actually, I Am Friends is a puppet. We're actually sponsored by political parties to talk about political things.
Imagine.
That'd be wild.
That'd be wild. I love watching people talk about politics.
You do it for a bag?
People do that though, like they do, like even around elections, they're like, "Hey, like sponsor this," like like with the Kardashians. I don't know if you guys heard about that LA mayor race. It was Karen Bass and then the other Caruso, something like that. He's actually like a real estate man and he owns like a lot of property. I think he owns the Grove out in LA. So like, but people were like arguing like people like Kim Kardashian who are from Calabasas. Like, that's not even your mayor. That's the LA, like that's you have your own mayor. LA has their own mayor. Why are you advocating for this man who's like taking part in like the homeless crisis that's going on? Like,
I was just gonna say that the Grove is fucked right now. Like that whole area is so bad.
Yeah, so it's just like that too. Like the Kardashians are over here like trying to advocate for this man, and I'm pretty sure they got a bag or something from it. But you know, like it doesn't even affect you. But they have such a strong impact on people, and they're speaking on it.
I think rich people shouldn't be allowed to vote.
Yeah,
for sure.
I don't know. It's so like it's never gonna end because the pedos in charge are never gonna allow like that whole shebang to fall. Because at the end of the day, I do believe everything is corrupt.
For sure, 100%.
So it's
all money.
Yeah, it's never gonna change, and I think money corrupts. Like earlier, you were saying like, oh, I think if you come from more humble, I don't think that's true. Really? I think it can be.
I think but it just depends.
I think for the most part, money always kind of makes you into a greedy person and it makes you into like a shitty person.
I've seen people in the influencer world where, you know, they're starting up and you slowly start seeing the fame get to them.
The change.
The money. Like they start changing. You can hear it. You can see it. And I feel like you have to be very, very strong-minded to make sure that you don't become that person. Because it can. It's true. Money is evil. Like, it doesn't matter if you came from, like, humble beginnings. You could easily become greedier. And like, Yeah, it's just... There's people like that out in the industry.
And No, sorry, go for it.
Go ahead.
No. I lost my train of thought.
There's a quote that says, money doesn't change you, it magnifies you. So you've always been that person, but now that you have more money, it's easier to see. So I think I'm with that side.
It brings out like the true colors, maybe.
Yeah, it brings out your true colors. Like you've always, because now that you have money, you have freedom, you have power to do whatever you want. So it's just magnifying who you've always been.
I think ego is just so powerful that you're like, oh well, I had to do this. I think that's also the mentality. Like you're like, I had to do this, and I had to work this hard, so you have to work that hard. So
That's
I'm not gonna make it easier for you.
Gatekeeper mentality. I hate that shit.
Because it's hard to put yourself before others when you, in your own journey, you know that no one ever gave you that helping hand.
Yeah. That's crazy. I see it the other way. I'm like, bro, no one helped me, so I'm gonna help as many people as possible.
Yeah.
Because like, fuck that. That struggle was hard. Like I had like people. I always give people advice on shit, and like I've heard like, yo, bro, like this is some expensive advice, and I'm like, the fuck, expensive advice? How's that even a thing?
Yeah.
Like it's words.
No, it's true.
Yeah.
People won't share their paths. Yeah, or their shortcuts to help you, because
they'll be like, sign up for my class.
Oh,
$90 a month.
Fucking in a master class.
Actually, I wrote down on my notes, start a master class.
Yes, make that bag.
I actually might start a master class. Might actually start one next year.
It depends though, because like I think you're very helpful in the sense where you don't mind bringing people along to events that you know are going to benefit everyone. You don't mind, like you're like, oh, I know this person. Here's this person that I know that can help you out. That's different as opposed to you know, wanting to teach editing and producing. You know what I mean? Like those are life values that you take part in. I think you're a good person.
Cool, thank you. I definitely
we came for him.
I'm all trying to hype him up so he never drops me. So he never starts helping me out.
Yeah, so that's cool.
No, but it's true. My dad was like that. My dad was fucking giving as fuck. Like the most giving person on the planet. And he came from nothing, and he, you know, made a lot of money, and he stayed a good person.
Yeah, I love people like that.
Yeah, but I think it was because it was my grandma was like that. My grandma would see a bunch of like alcoholics and be like, come home with me. Like you'll work for me so you don't have to be in the street.
My parents are like that too.
That's awesome.
They're very giving. Like the way I was raised is like, I don't care if I have $5. Like my last $5, if somebody needs a water that costs $5, I'll give you the $5.
Yeah. Like, or if like I have $5 and you don't have shit, like let's just get it together. Like whatever we can afford together.
There was times where I would go out with friends and like, you know, like there would be friends who are like, oh, I don't have money, and then the other ones were like, oh, well, like they're gonna let them like sit there and eat alone. I'm like, no, dude, like what the heck? Like shut up. Like I'm about to pay for food. We were about to eat.
It's crazy. Super awkward too.
I can't do that.
I don't even like eating alone. Yeah. Especially in front of another person. And then knowing that they can't eat, that I'm like literally rubbing it in their face that I can eat and they can't. Yeah. Oh, that's terrible.
I'm like, I don't care how much, bro, like, no, like you're going to get food. And they're like, no, I don't want no food. I'm like, I'm going to get you some fries and you're going to eat them.
And I would be like, oh, you're not going to eat it? That's fucked up.
That's fucked up.
You know what's even crazy
gaslight them.
Too, though, like, in high school and elementary school, when like, this has happened to me where like, my parents didn't pay like the thing to like eat to like for me to buy lunch.
God, I hated that.
So I couldn't eat lunch. So I was like, bro, I'm a fucking kid and I can't eat lunch. Like, I'm sorry, like my mom can't afford it. Like, what about me? Like, I'm fucking hungry.
And the lunch lady was such a bitch.
Yeah,
like the lunch lady was always so rude about it.
Yeah,
it's so cranky in the morning.
How that's a thing. Like, they should just give free lunch. Like this fucking the government, the country has enough money to give kids free lunch.
Let's bring the government down.
Yeah,
let's bring it down in one episode.
Like if we can't have free education in college, at least give elementary and high school kids free lunch.
Dude,
it pisses me off.
Especially because so many kids go without eating already.
Oh yeah.
Or there's a lot of kids who depend on that school food to feed them for the day.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Now I'm sad thinking about all the kids that aren't eating lunch.
No, yeah, like shout out to, that was a huge thing during COVID, how like you said, kids were very dependent on that. So shout out to the schools who would open up during lunch. So like you can go and pick up lunch.
A lot of schools in LA did that.
Yeah. It's just
that is so sweet.
Damn, there's so much to work.
I know, guys. Let's get to work.
Let's get our shit together, y'all.
I feel like I'm going to leave with a bigger life crisis than I came in with.
I'll be thinking about all the problems we
all the times I haven't helped, and I'll be like, fuck. Oh my God.
That's crazy. Well, yeah, I think we can wrap it up on that semi-good, sad note, but at least you guys know you guys can make a difference.
Yeah, help where you can. I love paying it forward. I think paying it forward is the sweetest, most kindest. And I'm not even lying. I think every time I paid it forward, something good has happened to me.
Yeah.
See, I think about that too. So now I feel like I pay it forward selfishly. Cause like I know
you're like, if I pay for it, something's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Happen to me.
Because there's with manifestation, like if you believe in it, it's like the more you give, the more you get. And like I'm like, damn, so if I keep giving, I'm gonna keep getting.
But I think you have to give genuinely.
Yeah.
Like don't because like okay, the times that have paid it forward that were obvious that I was like, this is for sure this happened to me because that happened to me. Because like I like to pay it forward in Starbucks because everyone like you could see them in their mirror when they're like, what? And then they'll look and I'm like, oh, it feels so good to know that you made somebody's day.
Yeah.
One time I paid it forward and I was so late to school. This was when I was in school. I was so late to school and I literally couldn't find a parking. And this girl was like, oh, you can have my parking pass. And it was something so simple that I was having such a bad day that I was like, damn, like, that's so kind. Yeah, that's so kind of them. And I know they did that because I did this good thing for someone else.
Cool.
And like, I felt like I deserved it. Because I was having such a shit day, but I was like, man, this person doesn't even know that she completely changed my day around. Like, she literally just made me the happiest person on the planet.
Fire.
So you can really make a difference. It's so true that little things make a difference all the time.
So
especially with me, be nice to me.
We need more people like Steph in this world.
No, fuck no. I don't do it all the time. But like,
she's like, I do it sometimes.
She's actually a really bad person.
Yeah. I'm a bitch. But like, for the most part, I've noticed that when I'm kind, kind things happen.
It's like guys, like he wants you to be more kind, so he's rewarding you more, so you can like switch up.
Yeah. He's like, somebody has to humble this bitch now. Cool. Well, thank you so much for coming on. You were so sweet.
It's a pleasure.
Is there anything you want to tell the viewers? Something you want to share about your influencer journey?
Your plugs.
I just want to say,
plug your shit in there.
Stay committed, y'all. Like honestly, like just really stay committed. It doesn't matter if you're old, young, barely starting off. Doesn't matter where you come from. Like just stay committed. Believe in yourself. It's all about that manifestation.
Yeah, I love that, and I honestly feel so much confidence radiating off of you, and I love it. I think. Because you're young and
especially at your age.
Yeah. It's very nice to see. It's refreshing.
Yeah. When you said before we started the podcast, you're like, yeah, I'm very mature for my age. And it's crazy because I hear that a lot from like 19-year-olds and 18-year-olds. And then I'm like, you're not mature. But you're very mature, actually.
Yeah, like I wouldn't have a conversation with you and be like, oh, this little girl just has so much to live for, which you do, but I don't see it in a sense where like, oh, it's okay,
you know where
babe.
you're going. You know what you're doing.
Yeah, I think you have direction. That's nice.
Yeah. I thank my brothers for that for sure.
Aww. Shout out to her brothers.
To Levine. I'm gonna play it up. I'm gonna be like, hey, join the podcast.
Hey. Yes. Let's get your brother on here.
You said you were like a makeup artist or you went to makeup school.
I'm not a makeup artist. I'm just passionate about makeup
still.
I love makeup. And I've decided to embrace it again. Because I think for a while I was like, ew, like I'm being so extra right now. And then I'm like, so? It's like now I'm like, so I want to be extra. I want to look cute all the time. Especially when people are like, why are you wearing it to the gym? Because I want to look cute when I work out.
That's right.
So
cool. What are your Instagrams so you can let people know your TikTok?
My Instagram is celeste.12. It's CELESTEE dot and then a 12. And that's everything across all social media. So TikTok, Instagram.
Take a look. She has really cute stuff. I love it. You know what I love about it? I don't know if you feel like this, but you're very girly. I love that.
Oh, thank you.
I'm going into my girly era, so
we love that.
Yes. So thank you guys for watching. Shout out Saul for co-hosting with me today. Love you guys.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe.
Yes.
All the links will be down in the bio.
Peace. And if y'all want to fact check us, go fact check us. Yeah. And leave a comment. Tell me if you know. Tell me some cool facts. Leave them in the comments.
And pay it forward at Starbucks.
Pay it forward.
Peace.
My Cash App is...